And the other one.
I'm going to feel what he's doing there.
He's taking your photo, are you?
Come sit down then, Jack.
No, no.
Oh, go give your wife a kiss, will you?
Go on.
Later on.
He hasn't done that for 40 years.
Guess what? I used the wrong barrack, didn't I?
Where's Amy?
Sure you are.
They're on the movie now.
Come on, sit down by your wife for a minute now. Come on.
Come on, then.
Come on, Doris. Come and sit down. Come on,
I've been in every video that he's taken.
Is it working yet?
It's working.
You broke it.
You can give the wife a kiss, Jack. Oh, give her a little peck.
Oh dear.
You got a little story to tell us.
Is this working now, John? I'd like to say hello to everybody in America because that's what everybody does. And I'd like to tell you that I have Irish descent and I'm married to a leprechaun. And, there she is. That's my wife, Jackie. And I'd like to say hello to Guy's parents, everybody there, and tell you a little story.
Oh my God, you'll be real nice.
Is this working now?
It's working. Can I sit here?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. What do you think you're going to be there that long, John?
You never know.
Everybody quiet.
Right, this is a story about, it's a good English joke, a story about 4 surgeons who go to a conference. And after the conference they go to the pub and have a few jars and they're talking and they decide to swap stories. And the one surgeon, who was a very prominent American specialist, says, a few weeks ago I treated a man who crushed his arm, his right arm. It was just a bag of skin, and I fixed this arm for him. I rebuilt it, made new bones, new hand. He said it works that well now. He said he's back at work and he's put 3 men out of work. And the Canadian professor says, well, yes, he said, that's all very well. He said, but I had a man, he said, a few weeks ago. He said, and he fell into a food blender in a cake factory. And the half of his body was totally destroyed. But I rebuilt him, he said. I rebuilt that man. He said, I started with the feet and I got all the bits of skin and I sewed him all together. And in the end, he was a perfect man. He worked that well. He went back to work last week and he's put 15 men out of work. And the Englishman says, well, he says, yes, that's fine, he says, but they brought a man to me a few weeks ago, he said, and all that was left was a finger. He was in a car crash. He was a managing director of a factory. And all that was left was a finger and a mass of black charcoal. He said, but I got to work on him in the laboratory. He said, and I worked and worked for 2 weeks. And eventually, from the finger and the remains, I built a complete man. And he is now back at work as a managing director, and he's that good. He's reprogrammed the whole factory, and he's put 600 people out of work. And the Irishman said, well, you know, I was working there the other week in the laboratory, and he said, there was a funny smell. He said, no, I suddenly realised it was a fart. He said, so I put the fart in a black plastic bag. He said, no, I started to work on it. He said, Jesus said, no, I do well. He said, I formed a complete arsehole. He says, around the fart. And eventually I built a bum. And from the bum, a torso. And so on, until eventually I had a complete man. He said, and this man is back at work now. And he's put 6 million people out of work. They call him Bill Clinton. Over to Jackie.
Do you have have one to top that, do you?
Just the poor lady that's married to him.
Tell them about when you poisoned me then.
Never did.
Did she really though?
Yes.
Can you
She
tell us
did.
about that one?
Well,
How'd you do it? Let me know. I gotta take notes.
Actually,
Wait.
sorry,
It
got
was-
the pen to kill him.
she tried to kill me
times it worked,
three
times
times.
it failed.
What's wrong with Melanie? She used to be a ham in front of the camera. Now she's being so shy. Come on.
3 times in 1 week she tried to kill me. We were rebuilding the house and I was in the other room and I turned all the electric off and I'd got hold of the 2 wires and I'm pulling them, trying to get a bit more length on the wires. And Jackie shouted, "Would you like a cup of tea?" And I says, "Oh yes please." And she came in here and turned the electric on and whoo! And I went from one end of the room to the other. My fingers were black and all smoky. My hair was standing on end. And I'm lying there like this against the vacuum cleaner. And she walked in and I went boom and I fell down. And she was on her back laughing with her legs. And I went upstairs and she was lying on the bed in hysterics. Absolute hysterics. The same week I was...
You believe her?
The same week, this is true, the same week I had bad sore throat. I know it's to do with being electrocuted or not, but I had a terrible sore throat and I had this mixture, you see, it was helping me throat. And I was lying in bed and I said, "Pass me that stuff for my throat." So she passed me this bottle and I
Doris,
took
it
a...
was 3 o'clock in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning and I took a swig of this stuff and I went, and I run out of the bed and I spit it out and my mouth just shrunk and it was witch hazel. It was witch hazel. My mouth just shrunk. I couldn't I said, "Oh, the bloody hell was that?" It's like all my teeth had been sucked out. What else did you do? Oh yeah, she was hoovering, going over the hoover, and I says, "Mind me feet," and she went, and she actually got me to my toe, went up the hoover in this rosary and cut all the tops of my toe off. That was all in 1 week.
Would you call that spousal abuse or what?
Yeah,
To
yeah,
think, it was a good thing she loved you. Could you imagine?
yeah, I know.
Buried in the hallway.
Exactly.
That must have been true love.
She told me, "What did I do to you? Nothing yet."
Yeah. I
Got
like
it
what
all
you
to
said,
come.
yeah.
Definitely got it all to come.
Mel, you gonna say hi for me?
Hi.
I guess I can't expect much more, huh?
So good
You wanna say
morning,
hello?
America.
Well, like, if all of a sudden 6 months from now I want to see you and I want to remember you and I want to plug in a tape, that's all you're going to say? Hi.
Yeah, let's show you a small what you were.
Yeah, stand up so I can get you
Tell
how
them
tall you
how
are.
old you are, what school you go to.
Yes, go on, show John Patrick. Go and play on your piano quickly, one more song.
You want to do a quick one?
Go on, go one more quickly. Show
Think-
that you play more on the chopstick.
Hello, Nora. How are you getting on?
Yeah, she's staying out. John, she's staying out to your mum.
Yeah.
Hello, Nora. How are you getting on?
Oh yeah.
And how is Sue, Ronnie, Kevin, and Eugene? And tell them what I was asking about. And how is Clinton?
I think she might be voting for Clinton now.
And Clinton for president next.
What do you think, Jack?
Bush for
There you go, Bushman. Jackie?
Bush for
John Major?
John Major. Ivy and you?
The millionaire, what's his name?
Ross Perot.
That's it.
He's not a millionaire. He's a billionaire.
Yes, billionaire.
We're 2.4 billion. What does he want the presidency for? You ask me.
That's more money.
Oh, what, 200,000 a year? That's all he made.
What about John Major? We don't want him.
Hello, Laura. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Is it Laura or Laura?
Yes, it is.
Laura. And hello to Doris's parents as well.
There you go.
Alright.
Excellent. See, she came through now.
And ask her if she ever going to come back to Ireland again. Nora.
Do you think she should?
She should do, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she should make another.
Hey, Pat.
Hello, Nora. You got a beautiful daughter-in-law. You're very lucky.
There you go. Melanie.
Oh yes, I forgot to mention that.
Give her the money now.
Too much happening. she's one of the family.
I'm
look.
going to take lessons from her over there poisoning her husband and vacuuming them toes. I'm going to take lessons. When I find
I think you've been
another way, I'll
taking
write
lessons
to
from
you.
somebody already. I know that. Anyway, Uncle Eamon, Wednesday night before we go, you have to do one more goodbye though. Then
You've had
after.
your last for me now.
Oh,
I'm
come
going
on,
riding
man.
next time.
Oh man, come on. Melanie, you gotta do a little piece first.
Yep.
Okay. What is that? You throw that around until it...
That's
Yeah,
from
look,
America.
look.
That's some friends of mine brought it back from
Which one should I throw it up
America.
against? Throw it up against the wall, you can
Right,
hear it.
place it might fall over.
Huh?
You don't have to throw it that hard, Ken.
Sorry.
You don't have to tap it.
Now, what are you supposed to like toss it around until... Yeah, okay.
What you do, you throw it at some glass and you think the wind goes
Oh, is that what that is?
Go on then, Melanie.
No, dog.
And don't worry, if you make a mistake, I'll rewind it and do it again.
Oof.
I can always erase it,
You
so
could
don't
do
feel
the
bad.
little pieces like we did before. Pretend he's not there. He's not there. Definitely not there. Ooh, well done. Next.
All right.
Well,
The entertainer.
the entertainer.
No, because I can't.
You've done
play
that last time.
I can't play that. Terrible.
All right. All right. So Melanie, since you haven't seen me in almost 3 years, tell me a little bit about yourself now. Besides the fact that you've obviously gotten more shy since last time I saw you.
You're gonna
I go to CTC,
What was the CTC?
City Technical College.
What is
Well, how old are you now?
12
And when will you be 13?
January
31st. 29.
29.
Which is the same day as my mom. And mine's the 30th. Do you remember that now? My birthday's the day after yours. Your birthday's the same day as my mom. And who is it? Nadine is January 31st. Isn't that right?
What have we got an interview here? It's alright.
And what grade are you in at school?
Year 8.
And how many more years before you go to college?
4.
That's very good. Counting on your fingers in the video. I love it.
And who's your favourite cousin?
Ah, you're putting her on the spot now.
Catherine.
Thank you. And who's your favourite godmother?
Catherine.
And you realize next time I video now, you'll probably be taller than I am.
Yeah.
Would you like to be 6 foot?
No.
How tall are you right now?
Like 5, 6.
And right now, your plans when you become an adult, what would you really like to do?
Policewoman.
And where would you like to be that?
France.
And so we'll see how you feel in another 3 years or so, I reckon.
Yeah.
Will you do another video for me then?
I might.
How about one of your favorite little pieces on the piano that you'd like to do?
What's your favourite?
Do your favorite.
But oh there, this is your life.
Chopstick.
Okay. With Kathleen?
Bit slower, slower. Do it fast, I'm not going to do it. No, just normal speed. Okay.
You guys work it at your speed.
Ken,
Hang on, look there.
we go.
Are you going to see me before I go, Jack?
Yeah, we shall see you again.
Okay.
Yes. Oh.
Right, 1, 2, 3.
All right. That's the way to end
Autographs later.
it. There you go.
So you got a bit of a show on now tonight. The news event.
You waiting for me till I pack up, aren't you?
Yeah.
Jack,
See you.
before we go, make sure.
Can I see it before
Okay,
you
Jack,
go?
don't forget.
Yeah.
Come over like Tuesday night or something. We'll be home Tuesday night, right? Jack, maybe you should. Because Uncle Mitch said he might come over Tuesday night.
Well, that's not. We'll make it Tuesday.
Tuesday night. Or, yeah, would that be okay with
If you
you?
can't go now for the day, Tuesday.
No, we'll be around Tuesday. Because Monday we're going to London. Tuesday we'll be recuperating.
Yeah. Not again.
Well, let me just pack up here and then we'll be.
That's a bit of a video, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
What's
I like to do that.
Over the ending.
Well, you know what I'll do? Believe it or not, now they have a VCR in America that actually plays the 3 different worldwide systems. Because like your PAL, America's NTSC, and I forget what Asia is.
Yeah.
I want to get one of those eventually. Once I do, I can make you a tape that I made here 3 years ago and now.
Yeah.
I'll change it over to your system and I'll
Yeah.
send it on over. I told Uncle Eamon that I would
Right.
do that. You know, because I've seen them already. They're quite expensive right now, but I know after a year or so that they'll
Yeah.
come down in price. And once they do, for me to have one would be obviously good
Yeah.
because, you know, because you
Right.
guys can't see what I do unless I set up the little TV like I have
That's
to do
right.
for Uncle Eamon.
Yeah.
But if you come over Tuesday night, I can show you on a little TV what
Yeah.
we did tonight. How's that?
Yeah.
All right?